guys, I just got to CrossFit. It is 7:50 a.m. on Saturday, and I am about to go inside and get an hour workout, and I will let you know if I died or not. It's probably gonna be really hard, but I will keep you posted. So I just got out of class, and it wasn't too bad today. It was pretty slow moving. It was more of a strength day, so that wasn't too bad for me. That's normally my stronger suit, and it's nice because I'm rehabbing an injury to my back, so I don't really do a ton of weight. I just kind of push myself based on how I'm feeling today, which has really helped me like overcome my competitiveness in class and just kind of challenge myself instead of try to like beat everybody else, because sometimes I can get in my head about that. I'm a very competitive person, but anyway, my hair is looking crazy, so let's kind of like fix this really quick. All right, it's a little better. Still very fringy because it is pouring outside. I don't know if you guys can see, it's like super wet. So we had class indoors today with masks on, but other than that, it went well, and I burned a lot of calories, which is good, and I will see you guys at home. Escalated quickly.
Hey, did you take dirt out of my plant, Hazel?
Welcome to the voiceover portion of my morning routine. Here is my roof deck. I love to come up here and get a view of the city before starting my day. I will drink my coffee up here and just enjoy the view, and then I'll head down to go take a shower. I like to light a candle to set the vibe for my shower and getting ready. This is a Trader Joe's candle. The cedar balsam scent is so good since I don't have a fresh Christmas tree this year. I turn on my shower and make sure it's nice and warm. I like using a really thick body wash like Olay or Dove Sensitive Skin. I moisturize immediately to lock in the moisture on my damp skin, and I've been really liking this hyaluronic acid body lotion from Trader Joe's actually. I also use Cetaphil and CeraVe as well, or the Jergens In Shower Body Moisturizer. I like the coconut one. Once a week, I like to take the time to exfoliate my whole body. I like the Tree Hut Body Scrubs, a really hard loofah, and for body breakouts, I use Panoxyl 10% Body Wash or Neutrogena Acne Clearing Body Scrub, which contains 2% salicylic acid. So I'll go ahead and remove my makeup with makeup wipes. I use the Up and Up Sensitive Skin Cleansing Wipes because it doesn't irritate my skin, and I also have been using the Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. I then wash my face with the Neutrogena Ultra Gentle Foaming Cleanser. I also like the Ordinary Squalene Cleanser, and Epion's Lytic Gel Cleanser is really nice. So after I get out of the shower, I use the Up and Up wipe like I mentioned before, and I just make sure that I have no residue of any makeup left on my lashes or on my eyes. That's where it's mostly concentrated, just to make sure I have a blank canvas and a nice slate to go ahead and apply all my skincare. Also, I don't dry my face when I get out of the shower with a towel to eliminate the bacteria that I would be putting on my face from the towel. I like to just go ahead and leave it damp. This can be irritating for some though, because some of the acids will kind of react with the water on your face and give you some irritation. So make sure that you are cognizant of that. I will first start with the lactic acid and hyaluronic acid serum from The Ordinary. And it's really gentle acid. It's even safe for use in pregnancy. I'm not a doctor. Make sure you consult your medical professional for advice on this. And I put it in the palm of my hand and go ahead and pat it all into my face. Lactic acid is an alpha hydroxy acid that is derived from milk. It's great for brightening, smoothing, evening out your skin tone, and making your skin appear firmer. It reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles as well as dark spots. Make sure to use this at night. Although I use it in the morning, I use a really heavy SPF, a mineral sunscreen, SPF 50 or higher, so be cognizant of that as well. I apply the lactic acid first and then go in with my La Roche-Posay vitamin C serum. This allows the vitamin C to be able to penetrate the epidermis even deeper. Vitamin C is probably the one product in this routine that I can't live without, and you should consider using it in your routine if you don't already. It's an antioxidant and it protects against free radical damage, even skin tone, and promotes collagen production, which is really great for anti-aging. If you do use a retinol, do not layer it with vitamin C, as it will be less likely to penetrate the skin that way. So you can see in the video that I'm actually putting the product on the back of my hands. This is something that my grandma taught me. One of the first things to age is our hands. Driving in the car, we have our hands up against the windshield and the sun is beating down on them, and your hands always tell your age, as well as your neck and décolleté. This is one of the prescriptions that I use for my rosacea. I have had rosacea since about 2016, 2017, and it's moderate to severe. I'll insert a photo right here from 2019 prior to treatment. I have been on many prescriptions and now I have about 70 to 80% clearance. So this specific prescription is a compounded medication that my dermatologist had made for me to combine multiple medications. So it contains azelaic acid, which I think everyone will benefit from. I use that 2 times a day. It's a very gentle acid. It's a dicarboxylic acid isolated from yeast that prevents comedones, and that's blackheads, and the closed comedones are whiteheads, and it works to exfoliate deep within the pores. It's keratolytic, which decreases the keratin by sloughing the skin and breaking up any extra dead skin cells. It's anti-inflammatory and has antioxidant properties. After my serum, I'll go ahead and put on some eye cream. I have seasonal allergies and eczema, and I love the La Roche-Posay Toleriane Ultra Eye Cream for dry eyes. It helps reduce a lot of the irritation that I get and sensitivity. And I always put this on before my moisturizer and again after the moisturizer for a sandwich technique to prevent any irritation from the serums and from the caffeine that I will be putting on. I use my 4th finger and pat it all around my eyes to reduce any pulling on the skin. Next, I'll apply my moisturizer. I love any moisturizer with hyaluronic acid. This is the Ordinary Natural Factors and Hyaluronic Acid Moisturizer, and I also enjoy the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream. I love that one. So hyaluronic acid moisturizes the skin, reduces the appearance of wrinkles, and replenishes cell moisture and speeds wound healing. It works well with the vitamin C and everything that we've been putting on today. And also doesn't have very many negative reactions with other products. It holds water within your skin cells, so it is best if you apply hyaluronic acid products when your skin is still damp to receive maximum benefits of your skin holding in its water for hydration. I also apply my face moisturizer to my hands, décolleté, neck, and the back of my neck. And you guys, don't be stingy with your moisturizer. I know it can get expensive for whatever you're using, but make sure that you are putting on a generous amount. You want to make sure that your skin is moisturized, hydrated, especially during the winter months. It gets so dry. We are not done yet. Lastly, I apply my caffeine and EGCG serum. EGCG is epigallocatechin 3 gallate, which is derived from green tea. It is anti-inflammatory and helps to reduce wrinkles, brighten the skin, and get rid of inflammation. And caffeine is very important because it helps to reduce the appearance of puffiness and dark circles around the eyes. So this product is meant to help with your under eye area, but I actually smooth it anywhere that I want to prevent wrinkles. So my glabellar lines from frowning, up on my forehead from looking surprised. And then I'll do like around my mouth area from smiling and under my chin and my neck to prevent aging there, and then on the back of my hands, and then anything left over, I will smooth onto my décolleté and neck. It's best to use a product like this in the morning when you use your vitamin C. Vitamin C helps to reduce the degradation of EGCG, and EGCG can enhance the antioxidant effect of both vitamin C and E. As always, don't forget the back of your hands, so important. You never want to show your age on your hands. Thanks, Grandma. Then I fan my face a little bit to let that dry and sink in before I go in with my sunscreen. I use a mineral sunscreen always because it's less irritating to my skin and helps with better sun protection to prevent dark spots and acne scarring. This is actually a very inexpensive sunscreen. This is the Coppertone Baby Mineral Sunscreen. I bought this because it doesn't have a lot of additives. It's SPF 50. Always use SPF 50 or higher. And I know this looks thick, but it does rub in. You won't look like Casper the Ghost for very long. It does rub in completely clear. And again, this was $2.99 at Target. It's not expensive. I truly believe that skincare does not have to be expensive. It does not have to be expensive to take care of your skin in the best way possible. And this is the reason why I love products like this that have 24% zinc oxide. Or you want to look for something with a really high percentage of zinc oxide. That's going to be your best physical blocker, your physical barrier from the sun, and will prevent the most damage. Yes, a $3 sunscreen can be beneficial for your skin and preventing sun damage. And it's one of the reasons why I love The Ordinary so much. If you didn't notice, I use a lot of The Ordinary products. They are a great company that stands behind transparent skincare and bringing you the best cost possible at fair market price. Okay, moving on to makeup. I use a little bit of the Garnier Vitamin C Eye Roller. I like this because it's really illuminating under the eyes and it's easy to rub in and pretty simple to do in the morning. It doesn't break the bank and it's a great under eye illuminator, so I put this on before I go in with any type of foundation or tinted moisturizer. You guys, this is my favorite product. Favorite product. This is the It Cosmetics CC Cream, and I put a little bit into my fingers, and I like to call it finger painting. And it has a super high percentage of SPF. It's a mineral sunscreen on top of the one that we already put on, yes. And yes, it does look very opaque. I do look kind of yellow, but bear with me, it will rub in all the way. And I just use my fingers to put this on and warm up the product. It spreads around more easily that way. And I cover my eyelids a little bit to make everything an even surface. And I really love this product. I can't speak more highly of it. Next, I go in with the Fit Me powder in this shade right here. And I just use a brush and kind of pat it over my eyes so that I don't have any creasing. This is like a natural baking step, if you will. Again, this powder wasn't very expensive and doesn't clog my pores, and it feels nice and light on my face, so I like it for that reason. The translucent color really just blends well with the makeup. I'm using a Morphe brush right here to go ahead and pat that in. It's just a powder brush, and this is the brush that I use for all over my face as well. So I think we can all agree that cleaning our makeup brushes, deep cleaning them is like a nightmare to do all the time. So something that I like to do is I like to buy 70% isopropyl alcohol. It's just rubbing alcohol, and I will put it in a spray bottle and spray my brushes after each use and kind of rub off any of the excess makeup that is still on there. That's a makeup artist hack actually, so life hack pro tip. I'll drag the powder all the way down my neck. I like when my face matches my neck. Next, I'll go in with the Tarte Set and Protect Mineral Powder. It is SPF 25, and it's similar to the Color Science one. This one is more powdery, but I do like the way it sits on my face and sits with the makeup, so I will keep using it. And I'm going to clean off my lips so that I have more of a clear vision of what's going on my face. I like to see what's happening. Next, I'll go in with the Gimme Brow from Benefit. I do not like having really overdone eyebrows. I don't think it looks very natural. So I like to use this because it gives you kind of a undone, natural, half microbladed look that I really like. The brush is really small and it creates these like fine hair-like strokes. and I really enjoy that. It's easy for me to sculpt my brows, even though I haven't had them waxed in a long time, which I need to do, but this is one of my favorite products, and I will go ahead and clean up the edges and then put some powder around my brows to clean it up. Now I'm going to create the base layer for my eyeshadow, and I will go in with the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula and just sweep that across my crease and go ahead and blend it in evenly so that I have a nice even canvas to go ahead and put more expensive eyeshadow over. I love this hack though. I'll stop here if this is a natural makeup day and just do that. This is the Natasha Denona Mini Sunset Palette. I love this palette. I bought this as a tester since Natasha Denona is really expensive, as you know, and I love this palette. I would definitely recommend it. It's easy to travel with because it's small, and I went in with the lightest shade, and I'm going to cut my crease even more. I'm using the X's and O's from ColourPop, this palette in this warmer shade down here, and I'm going to go ahead and fill in my crease and build it out even more to create a little more drama and attraction to the eye. The warm colors in this palette are everything though. This palette is good for any time of the year, any occasion, any event, any point in your life. It has something for everybody, and I truly believe that it looks great on all eye colors. So I really love this palette, and the eyeshadows, they're so smooth and there's not very much fallout, so it makes applying it over this tinted moisturizer setup we have going on here pretty easy, as there's not very much that I have to clean up off my face afterwards, and I do like putting the foundation steps on first so that I can see the finished product more clearly. Now that I'm happy with how the crease is looking, I'm going to go ahead and darken up the corners just a little bit for a little more added drama. And I'm then going to go ahead and drag the color underneath my lid on the lower lid. And that way it kind of gives the illusion of eyeliner with still being very natural and not being very harsh at all. I really enjoy doing this because it brings a lot of depth to the eye without having so much product on your face that you feel like you're scraping it off at the end of the day. I hate that feeling when your liquid eyeliner is like crusting and irritating the corners of your eyes and you can't get it off without scrubbing really hard, and then your eyes are irritated for days after, and we just want to avoid all that. We want to be very gentle with our face. We want to take good care of it, and we want to put on products that aren't going to hurt our skin and keep us young and beautiful for years to come. So I went in the lightest shade on the lower lid first and dragged that all the way across, and now I'm building it out with the darkest shade in this palette. Next, I'm going to go in with some Stila eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, and everybody does this differently, but I like to start with my left eye because that one always comes out perfect first, and I drag it all the way across my lid, and then I will go ahead and draw the wing. I will angle it towards the end of my brow and then smooth out the line across, and then I will go ahead and do my right eye afterwards to try to match it, since it is the evil stepsister. Now that that's done, we are going to even out the powder a little better since we've been touching our face and loosening up all the work that we did. So I'm going to smooth it over with some more powder. This is the Fit Me powder in the translucent shade again, and I'm just going to even out my face a little better. Next, I'm going to take this bronzer brush from IT Cosmetics and my Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula again. I really like this one. And I'm going to work it up my cheekbones. Then I'm going to build it out onto my temples and really darken up the outside of my face to give myself a sun-kissed glow, like I just went to the beach but didn't because we have all the sunscreen on and we care about our skin and protecting it from the sun. And then I'll make sure to get underneath my chin and down my neck. I got this awesome Tarte blush collection for Christmas one year, and I'm going in with the color Skillful, and I'm going to build up my cheeks a little bit. And then I'm going to take this Sephora contour brush and I'm going to go in with the Master Chrome highlighter, and I'm going to pat that onto the tops of my cheekbones. I love this highlighter. It gives you such a nice natural glow. a little bit on the cupid's bow and my nose. And then I like to blend everything together so that it looks more natural and I don't look like I just piled on a bunch of products. Next, I'll go in with my mascara. This is the Telescopic from L'Oreal. I use the darkest color, which is called Blackest Black. When I pull the wand out of the tube, I like to kind of wipe off any excess that's on the tip of the wand. And then I like to start from the root of my lashes and slowly roll the brush and pull straight up so that my lashes don't curl over themselves. And I repeat this until they're all evenly spaced and I like how they look. And then I gently glide the brush over my bottom lashes and pull them straight down so that they're evenly coated. And then I repeat on the other side. Notice how I twist the brush to pull them straight up. This helps to prevent the clumping of the mascara. Probably just me thinking to myself that I miss my lash extensions, but then remembering the hefty price tag that comes with them. And then I'll go ahead and clean off any of the excess mascara that got on my eyelids or underneath my lower lid when I was applying my mascara. I wait till it's dried and then I just use the Q-tip to gently flick it off. And it comes off pretty clean without leaving any streaks. Alright, that's it for makeup. So I'm going to get my hair ready to curl it. I'm just using a Conair 1-inch curling iron at 360 degrees. This is normally the setting I keep it on to curl my hair, and then I hold each curl for about 10 to 12 seconds. So I have a lot of fine hair. It has like a coarse texture, but overall my hair is fine because I have a lot of it. Oh, I forgot lips. I love these Tarte Juicy Lip Maracuja, I believe they're called. And this is in the Holiday Spritz Holiday Collection color. It's basically like a chapstick but better. I don't like layering a bunch of stuff on my lips because it's pretty unrealistic for me to keep applying it throughout the day. So I'm just going to brush out my hair from mid-length to ends to make sure that there's no knots. My hair knots pretty easily. And I'm using an EcoTools brush. So I will do this all over my head until it's completely combed through, and then I'm going to section it in half, pulling the top half away from the bottom half, rotating it over itself, and securing it with the clip. Then I separate my hair into halves. I like to start by kind of flattening out the front pieces that are going to frame my face the most, just a little bit. And I also make sure to get any super curly parts. I do have pretty wavy, fluffy, frizzy hair. So I'm just sectioning off starting from back, and then we're going to work our way to the front. I'm leaving about 4 inches from the top of my head. I wrap the curl all the way around, leaving about 1 inch of the ends out so I don't burn the ends. And I hold it for about 10 to 15 seconds, depending on if the hair is super fluffy or frizzy that day. And then I make sure to put it behind my shoulder so I can keep the hair separate from the front. Hazel's jumping on me right now. I'm telling her to get down. She's getting impatient and she wants to go outside. So I'm just going to repeat this until I reach the front of my hair. And again, making sure to leave that end piece about 1 inch away from the ends so that you don't burn your ends. My ends are super fragile and brittle. My hair is naturally prone to photo bleaching and breakage, so I try to keep this in mind when I'm styling my hair and try to use heat as minimally as possible, or try to minimize the damage by leaving the ends out so that way I don't crisp them and fry them even more. I'm going to repeat on the other side and then I'll come back and show you guys the rest. So using the same process as we did before, we're going to start from the back and work our way towards the front. That way we can control how big our curls are easier and we don't lose sight of them as we curl front to back. So again, 4 inches from the top, from the root of my hair, I'm going to curl away from my face, making sure to leave the end out to not damage it and give it more of a relaxed, beachy look. And prior to filming this, I did blow dry my hair and I did use a heat protectant and a leave-in conditioner and a couple other things. So I will go ahead and link all the products in this video down below in the description box if you want to check them out. We are almost done curling our hair, you guys. I know it seems like a long process. In reality, this probably took me about 10 minutes. Okay, so the last step, I have really long layers, so I take the front 2 layers and I separate them. That way I can have 2 equal curls. And I will separate that back layer out and smooth it down, and then 4 inches away from the root, I will curl it back away from my face, leaving the inch at the end out. Hazel's trying to curl her hair too. Alright, so this last curl is the absolutely most important part of this whole thing. So it's very important that the front pieces frame your face properly. And how I do that is I'm going to smooth it down my face and look to see where I want the curl to fall, and wherever I want it to start, I will place the curling iron there and then start curling away from my face. I like to smooth down the hair so that I have an even surface to start the curl from. That way I don't have too much frizz. And you guys will see what I mean in a minute when I drop the curl. You'll see how it's going to frame my face right. This is like the perfect location to start the curl, because otherwise if you start it too high, you're going to look like a fluffy poodle, and if you start it too low, then it's like too relaxed and the curls don't last. So I find that like just past my eye level, right at the top of my cheekbone, is like the perfect place to start my curl in the front. And I'm super excited to be almost done. Dancing around. So I'm going to match it on the other side. That's what I'm doing here. I'm just making sure that it's going to be in the right location. And I'm smoothing down the hair again away from my face. Alright, that's it. Don't forget to unplug your hot tools when you're done and turn them off. And now I'll just kind of comb my fingers through them. My hair loses the curl pretty fast, so I try not to brush through them too much. I just like a more tousled look, so I'll just kind of drag my fingers through them a little bit and pull them down around my face to even them out. And that's it. Here is the finished look. And I wanted some more volume at the top of my roots, so I'm going in with the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo. This Dry shampoo is amazing. The chemist that formulated it actually formulated it to clean your hair. It acts as a dry shampoo, just in powder form, and you let it sit for 30 seconds, and then you zhuzh it all through your hair. And then I'm also going to take the Kevin Murphy bedroom hair just for a little bit of volume. This stuff kind of makes my hair a little bit sticky, so I try not to spray too much, just a little bit for some texture. And I toss it around. And that's it. That's the finished look. Leave a comment down below of one of your favorite products or something that you have to include in your morning routine. I would love to hear from you guys. Alright you guys, well I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up down below and leave a comment for me. And go ahead and subscribe if you feel so inclined, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye guys!